Improving and protecting the soil should always be a goal of home gardeners, and there are a number of ways to do that, such as adding organic matter and nutrients, and of course mulch. But another option growing in popularity, especially with home gardens these days, is to add a cover crop. Now that could be the best of all worlds. So in this video, we're going to talk more about adding cover crops to any home garden. Now once you've amended your soil, if you're not going to come right back and plant a food crop or maybe some ornamental plants, you might want to consider a cover crop. And you can think of cover crops like a living blanket for your soil, where it helps prevent it from crusting over or eroding. But it does a lot to improve the soil as well. Now some cover crops do better in the summer months, while other cover crops do better in the cooler months. But the intended purpose is all the same, and that's to protect and improve the soil. And you can find cover crops often sold as green manure from pretty much any company that sells seeds. And if you have a question about which type to buy, they can help you with that too. Now, I use cover crops all the time. These beds were planted a month ago. They're cool season crops, and they're going to protect my beds all through the winter. This bed right here, summer crops, and they're on their way out. So it's time to cut them back and turn them in to improve this bed. Common cover crops for fall and winter include clover, vetch, peas, oats, barley, and rye. Some popular summer crops are buckwheat, cowpeas, and sorghum. Okay, that looks pretty good. Good exercise too. Now what's green on top, that will quickly die back and go back into the soil as compost. And I'm just going to add a little bit of water at this point to help that decomposition process go a little bit faster. And then I can come back with a winter cool season cover crop, or I can put back maybe some spinach or carrots, who knows. Got lots of options here. But one thing I do know, I really improved the soil just now. Organic matter is essential for building soil health, but there may be some things you need to do beyond just adding organic ingredients like compost or cover crops to create the ideal conditions. For example, this is a bed of cover crops that I grew over the summer, and about 4 weeks ago I cut it all back and turned it into the soil. Now I have some new growth here, but what I wanted to show you was the soil. Now all of that growth I turned back in, look at that, it's already broken down. And this looks to be ideal soil structure, and that's great. But even with that, if the chemical balance is out of whack, meaning the pH is either too high or too low, your plants can't reach their full potential. And you won't know what that chemical makeup is until you do a soil test.